Hi everyone, I'm Sam from Electric Bikes Brisbane, and I'm going to step you through a rather unique belt drive e-bike. This is the Kalkhoff Image L.B, which is in Kalkhoff language is lightweight bike. And this is a step-through version. I'm going to hazard a guess and say this might be one of the lightest, fully equipped, full-size belt drive e-bikes on the market at the moment. It's got lots of low maintenance equipment on it. It is super easy to use. It's also one of these bikes that you can use as a touring bike too if you want to. So if you're not that experienced or you just really do want to keep it low maintenance, this is a great option for touring too, with the way that it's been equipped, but also because it's a lovely light, nimble, very natural bike to ride, and it's going to look after you while you're out. So the Image in the Kalkhoff world is usually more of a very Dutch style upright model and predominantly known to be more of a city bike, but the way this has been equipped, it's more than capable of doing a little bit of gravel with the tyres that it's got, and it offers you that option of being a bit more versatile than the Image of old. So let's step through and see what this bike comes with. Firstly, if we look at it, this is the black frame, or the diamond black frame. It comes in two colours in the step-through, in Australia anyway. You've got the diamond black and there's a lovely green, which is like a sagey green colour. In the step-through frames, you've got three different frame choices, so small, medium and large. The bike actually comes with the front rack and the front basket included in the price, and that is removable if you don't want it. It's a handy extra to have with the bike, especially thinking that it's probably going to be more of an about town, you know, go grab your groceries, you might commute to work with it. It gives you the option of carrying something at the front if you want to. Plus you also have the rear rack, which has got a 25 kg capacity and plenty of options for carrying different things. The bike runs on a 29-inch wheel system. This runs on the same tyres as the Endeavour LB Move. So these are the 2-inch wide tyres and the Schwalbe Marathon Performance. If you're experienced with touring, you might know that the Schwalbe Marathons are super durable, very high level of puncture resistance, and like a really tough tyre. But being a 2-inch wide tyre, it's also a comfortable tyre. If you look at the tread on this tyre, it's nice and smooth in the middle, so it's expecting you to be doing lots of rolling on hard surfaces. But you've got a bit of a tread pattern on the outside, which means it's going to handle a little bit of gravel as well, probably more hard pack gravel than the soft pack gravel. But you know, you could head down to the Northern Rivers Rail Trail, really enjoy that on this bike and these tyres. I mentioned before the bike is fully equipped, so it comes with all the extras such as the front lighting, which is integrated and works off your battery. It comes with those nice big wide mud guards, kickstand of course, chain guard, and the rear rack, which I mentioned earlier. That makes it, you don't really need to spend much more on the bike. It also has mount points to put a wheel lock if you want to use a wheel lock. Of course you can use, there's a lot of different options for locking. As I mentioned, this front carrier is removable. If you want to remove it, if you don't want to use the mount points for a front rack, you can use them for, a lot of our customers use them as water bottle holders because it's just nice and easy to reach. Like most of the other LBs, this has a fixed fork. It is a comfortable ride. You don't expect it to be because it doesn't have suspension, and we're sort of used to a suspension sort of really smoothing things out. But what's going to smooth it out more for you than having suspension is putting a suspension seat post if you are finding things a little bit hard. But the bike is surprisingly comfortable to ride even on rougher terrain. It comes with these nice, comfortable grips. They're ergonomic grips and they look after your hands, and you can, of course, you've always got the option of changing out to something like the Ergon grips if you want just a little bit more comfort for the palms of your hands. It's a beautiful bike to take out, cruise around, nice comfortable riding position, a little bit more upright than the Endeavour range or the Entice range. And what is nice is that you have the option of adjusting what you want your ride position to be because it has got an adjustable stem. Looking in the cockpit of the bike here, like the other LBs, it has a Bosch Purion 200 display. This is a smart system bike, so you can hook it up to the e-bike Flow app and take advantage of all that great software and the features the growing features in the software. You've got all your information, like heaps of information in this little display too, and you've also got the option of pairing it up to your phone to get more information too if you wanted to. It leaves your handlebars nice and free of clutter. You can mount other stuff onto these handlebars if you choose. And if you do want to mount electronic equipment, it does have a charge port under here, a USB-C charge port. So I mentioned that the bike was nice and easy to ride. So as well as having a carbon belt drive, it's also got the internal gears, and it's a 7-speed Nexus system. So very, very easy to use. It's a shift system, and you can shift. One of the advantages of being internal gears, of course, is that you can shift while you're stationary. If you are riding along, it's a system that does require you just to pause as you shift your gears, just to allow that shift to complete, which is good practice from a riding perspective, but just very, very easy to use. And being a bike that's inclined to a lot of city riding, you can come to traffic lights, change up or down depending on whatever gear you need at the time. You don't need to be riding to do those gear changes like you do on a derailleur system. The Image L.B has a Shimano hydraulic brake. It's a 2-piston brake with a 160mm rotor. Plenty of braking power for the sort of riding that this bike is designed for, and of course, being a hydraulic system, it's good braking wet or dry, and nice smooth braking too. I mentioned earlier it runs on the Bosch SX system, so that's the new Bosch system and the lightweight system. 55 Newton meters of torque is its peak torque. Surprisingly good climbing. You don't expect it. The headline numbers are they're getting higher and higher from a torque perspective, but because this bike is so light, it really climbs very, very well. And one of the unique things about this SX motor is its ability to achieve those same peak power levels as the stronger motors. While it doesn't seem that it should, it's quite a powerful bike, and you really notice that with it being a lightweight and a fast rolling platform. This battery is a compact tube 400 watt-hour battery. It is removable, which is a great feature because a lot of lightweight bikes take away that option to save weight. Handy feature if you ever want to lift this bike up onto a bike rack, or you have to get it in and out of something. That battery comes out quite easily. It means you can charge it on and off the bike too if you need to. Your charge port is handily located just here, because if you do also need to add extra range, it's very easy for you to add a Bosch PowerMore range extender for an extra 250 watt hours. So a couple of other nice little features. It's got a nice wide, comfortable Cell Royale saddle. So it's a saddle that's designed expecting you to be sitting a little bit more upright than your standard sporty bike. You've got an adjustable kickstand as well as this MIK compatible rear rack. Being MIK compatible, you've got access to that whole ecosystem of accessories. So you really can customize the way you want this bike set up. You've got your pannier rails here if you want to hang things from these rails, plus the option of putting something on top. Rear light is mounted onto the back of your rear rack, up nice and high, nice and visible, and as I mentioned earlier, it works in conjunction with your front light, and just a simple press of a button with your Purion 200 display. And while we're here, you can see the nice clean carbon belt drive, nice and quiet, super low maintenance. The warranty usage for these carbon belt drives is 20,000 kilometres. We do have customers who ride that far, believe it or not. It's fantastic, but from a maintenance perspective, touring or otherwise, this is a bike that you don't really have to do a lot to maintain when you're talking about the drivetrain, because you don't have all the the chain rings and the derailleurs and the chain and the extra maintenance that comes with lubing it. It does require a little bit of maintenance though, just for you to run a little bit better, but it's a really simple, enduring system. So, as I mentioned, there's 3 sizes in the step-through frame. There is also a gents frame, and that comes in diamond black. There is the option of the small, medium, large, and there's an extra large sizing with the Image lightweight. In the gents or the crossbar version. So a really nice little bike and quite an exciting bike to have, being able to offer a lightweight belt drive bike. It is a beautiful bike to ride, as I mentioned before, and just really, really useful and versatile. Particularly if you just want to keep things nice and easy or you're not that experienced, it's a great option. If you're interested in trying one, please don't hesitate to get in touch. You can book a test ride directly off our website. You can send us a text message if you'd like any more information, or you can just give us a call. We'd be really happy to help you.